For Palmer! The main man for the big occasion. And Chelsea lead the Club World Cup final. And the Club World Cup belongs to Chelsea Football Club. An incredible finale to an incredible campaign.
It's a Chelsea thing.
What's going on, champions? Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. You know, Chelsea are the team to beat next season. Everybody would like to beat the champions. Keep that in mind. If you think that next season is going to be easier for Chelsea, no, we have to work even harder. We have to bring also quality players to compete with the players that are already in the team, so you can keep them on their toes. Because think about it, we are the best in the world now, so we can get complacent. We can't do that. We have to bring competition, and that's why Manchester United dominated for years, because every single season after winning the league, after winning the Champions League, they always bring 2 or 3 quality players to compete with the players that were there last season. So this is exactly what we have to do, and I think Chelsea are not stupid not to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, man. Listen, it's only 8 days since we were crowned champions. 4 years to go. So don't get tired, because I'm gonna be reminding you every single day that we are champions of the world and people need to respect us. Only 8 days. Hey, let's go. Tony Montana account, very, very funny account. Chelsea wanted 50 million on Madueke. Arsenal gave them 52. Just funny, right? Simons, I just told you now that Chelsea need quality for competition. At Chelsea, we don't need like the fill up, you know. We don't want somebody who can replace Cole Palmer when he's injured. You want somebody who can compete with Cole Palmer, somebody with the same quality, if that makes sense. If you bring only, okay, we're gonna buy an average player just in case Moises Caicedo got injured. No, bring somebody who is capable of fighting and can even get the place from Moises Caicedo. It's almost a mission impossible, right? But you got the point. That means you have to bring more quality. Xavi Simons been following Chelsea players already, a lot of them today. Moises Caicedo, Liam Delap, Andrew Santos, and more. So speculations on social media are going on right now that Simons is going to be the next Chelsea signings. So let me give you some details about Simons. Breaking news from Sky Germany. Chelsea have a serious interest in Xavi Simons, and talks have started between the clubs and the players' camp. Chelsea are currently the most concrete option. Arsenal are monitoring the situation. Well, Arsenal just got Madueke, right? They are trying to get Gyökeres. So I think Chelsea got advantage on this. But we have also to ask ourselves some questions here, right? What position Simons is going to play? Who is going to sit on the bench? Is he going to accept to be a bench player or for rotation? I don't want to see another case of Joao Felix. Remember, when we were linked with Joao Felix, everybody said that he was the missing piece. This is exactly what Chelsea wanted. And every time I tried to explain to people that we have 10 players from that position, I was a clown. I knew nothing about football. You are just not, you got all kind of insult for people who never been even in the stadium before, right? So they insult you, they insult your family just because you gave an opinion. 3 months later, the same players wanted Joao Felix out of the door. So before you insult, think outside the box. What is his position? Who's going to sit on the bench? Is he going to accept the rotation system at Chelsea Football Club? Those are intellectual questions that we have to ask ourselves, because remember, we have Andrew Santos, we have Estiva William, we have Gittens that we just signed, but he can compete with Gittens there. Are we going to loan Tariq George out just to give Simons the space? I don't know. Is he versatile, or are we going to try to shoehorn him the way we did for Felix and Kunku and then blame the players after that and say, oh, he's not a good player? So many questions that we have to answer before spending like 70 million. They are asking for crazy, ridiculous amount of money. I don't think Chelsea are going to pay that money. If the price is right, manager want him at Chelsea, why not? So for me, I always keep an open mind. I didn't say I don't want him, but I have to ask myself some questions because I don't want to jump to the bandwagon. Does that make sense?
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, so after Simons, what Chelsea are getting next? All right. Real Madrid actually are not giving up on Enzo Fernandez's situation. Again, I saw some sources from Spain talking about they want him and they are ready to spend a crazy, ridiculous amount of money, and Chelsea are not going to even consider to sell him. Even if you bring 150 million right now, Chelsea are not stupid enough to let Enzo Fernandez go. But I tell you what, one day, next season or the season after that, when Enzo Fernandez is 25, 26, you have to consider this. South American players, they love to play for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Is just like going to university, graduating, from university for them. So in the next years, yes, but in this coming window, in this current window, because the window's still open, I don't see Enzo Fernandez going to Spain. But next year, if Andre Santos and other players in the team starting performing good, I think at some point Chelsea are going to consider getting some money back from Enzo Fernandez. That's my humble opinion.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Let's move on from Enzo Fernandez to reminding people a little bit that Chelsea are not only spending money on the market, Chelsea also been making a lot of money. Just a simple example here, we made more than 200 million from selling Madueke, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Madsen. You can go on and on. Angelo Gabriel, we made some money, right? I can go Diego Moreira, we made some money. So Chelsea are making a lot of money, but the media don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to know it because it doesn't fit the narrative. If you say that Chelsea are balancing their books, it doesn't sound evil. It's not going to bring you clicks and money. But if you talk about Chelsea spent 2 billion, oh my goodness, look at how evil they are. That is what people want to hear. That is where you're going to get your clicks. You're going to get your super chat. People are going to love you because of evil. But if you said, Chelsea spent 2 billion, but they also sold 1 billion, it doesn't sound evil. Therefore, people are not going to watch you because it's not evil enough. That's how it works. Anyways, let's continue. Nicolas Jackson. Manchester United have held talks with the strikers camp. According to Mail Sport, it's not like something new here. We've been hearing this for months now, that Nicolas Jackson is an option for Manchester United. My only worry about this situation is Garnacho. You know, it could be a deal, a swap deal of some sort between Garnacho and Jackson. But to be honest with you, I just don't want Garnacho at Chelsea Football Club at all.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Let's continue. Carney Chukwuemeka, my own brother, man. Chelsea did dirty on this boy, you know. Carney had a great future at Chelsea. Unfortunately, manager changes, system changes. You know, you can be world class under one manager and absolutely crap under another manager because of the system, or because you're not getting enough playing time, or because the manager don't like you. For whatever reason it is, Carney Chukwuemeka is going right to the top in any team. What I want from him now is to find a home, right? And Chelsea are refusing to send him on loan again at Borussia Dortmund. You know, loan. Listen, Carney deserves a home. When he's in one team that he calls home, I think he's going to perform to a very, very high level. So I'm happy that Chelsea are resisting on loans and only want permanent move. That is a good thing for Carney and also for Chelsea Football Club. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. The problem is Chelsea are asking for like 40 million release clause. But listen, he didn't play. He hasn't played a lot of football in the last couple of years. And it's going to be mad. That is madness to get that kind of money. But Carney really deserves respect and deserve to find a permanent home, in my humble opinion. Another guy that is leaving Chelsea, Renato Veiga. He said yes to Atletico Madrid. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are asking for a package of around 35 million pounds, which is like 40 million euros or something. Chelsea bought him like for 12 million. After one season, they are going to sell him for this price. It's a very good return on your investment. And this is one of the players that are rated highly. Renato, he got that Chelsea in him, you know, that Chelsea mentality. But it looks like him and the manager, they don't see eye to eye. So the manager don't want him. This is the reason why he's leaving. But he's gonna prove people in the next coming years that he's one of the best in Europe. So good luck to him, and good money for Chelsea. And if you sell him, you have the money now to bring somebody in, right? So Chelsea need to go on the market and get somebody who can be better than Renato Veiga. Don't bring an average player. Bring somebody who can do better than Veiga.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right. So talking about somebody who can be better than Veiga, many reports are talking about Hato from Ajax. I think I heard enough, and I know that many people really rate him highly, even though I haven't really watched him that much. But he can play as a center back and as a full back, also as a midfielder, so he can help somebody like Cucurella, because we really need somebody from that Cucurella position. One injury away from struggling. I know Malo Gusto can play from there. Reece James can play from there. We even saw the young Anchapong can play from the left-hand side. But your position is your position. First, you do 100% from your position, and the other positions you might be doing 80%, 50%, 40%. I want a specialist instead of shoehorning players just because they can do this, because they can do that. So Hato to Chelsea is gonna be a very good acquisition because he's gonna fill a lot of places in that back four, and that's what you need. Somebody who's versatile, and he also got the size. You know what I mean? He got the size where he can also play as a center back. Cucurella can't play as a center back because he's a short guy. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen with that Hato to Chelsea situation. So 2 Dutch duo at Chelsea, Xavi, Simons, and also Hato. We are ready to cook.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Okay, Mamadou Sarr, everybody knows about it. Last night, Fabrizio Romano came up with exclusive news saying that he's joining Strasbourg on loan. What a lucky boy. Came to Chelsea for a few days, won the Club World Cup, went back on loan. Life is good for Mamadou Sarr. I think Maresca wasn't convinced about certain aspect of his game. That's why he needs probably 1 more year on loan. But when you get rid of him, and we know that Fofana is injury prone, you can't count on him. For me, Fofana doesn't exist anymore in my head. So you need another imposing center back, and I think Hato could solve the problem. Also remember that Anselmino, he played like few minutes only since he joined Chelsea, and I think he also is going to go on loan, but not to Strasbourg, because Strasbourg already got like 3 Chelsea players already. We're gonna talk about Mike Penders, so it's gonna be another loan in Europe somewhere. Okay, so Penders and Kendry Pius are going to join Strasbourg on loan. I don't know how many players do we have to loan to one club, but I don't want UEFA to come again if Chelsea break some rules or whatever. But it looks like Penders and Kendry Pius also are going to the almighty Strasbourg. Mikel Arteta sent his congratulations to Chelsea. He acknowledged Chelsea. It's just like Roman Reigns, right? Acknowledge me. And Arteta was like, yeah, congratulations to them on winning the Club World Cup. I think it was a big achievement for them. And you will see Arsenal fans saying that it's not a big achievement. They didn't play a big team until the final. And PSG were tired. It was raining. It was sunny. Blah, blah, blah. They were tired. So they were tired, but Chelsea, who played 64 games, they didn't get tired too, right? The sun, the rain, everything was for both teams. So sit down, and Arteta, it's class for him to acknowledge the almighty Chelsea Football Club. Have you been skinned by Cole Palmer? Smash the like button and let's keep the conversation going.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe
If you really like the video, make sure you subscribe
and turn on your notification.
and turn on your notification.
For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.